Big East Championship time is here. The number 12 Marquette Golden Eagles hosting the St. John's Red Storm in a huge matchup to decide the champion of the Big East Conference. I'm Dan Abington alongside Zoe Comerford, live at the Al McGuire Center, presenting this matchup between two Big East rivals meeting for the third time this season. Marquette beat St. John's twice in the regular season, but the Johnnies are coming off a huge victory yesterday over number 10 Creighton, so they're still on a high from that performance. So Zoe, both teams with a whole lot on the line today, and we can expect to see both squads coming out guns blazing. Yeah, Dan, exactly. So on one hand, you have St. John's in the Big East title match, the first time in 12 years since winning in 2007. On the other hand, you have Marquette, a team who won the tournament last in 2013 under head coach Bon Chemansky, and who has lost to Creighton both in 2017 and 18. So both teams have a lot on the line tonight. Marquette comes in number 12 in the nation, as I mentioned, 27-4 overall, 16-2 in Big East regular season play. They picked up a sweep over Villanova here at the Al yesterday, easily handling the Wildcats, thanks to a well-balanced attacking effort spearheaded by unanimous Big East Player of the Year, Allie Barber. This might be Marquette's best team in history. They pretty much locked up an NCAA tournament berth, but this one definitely matters for the Golden Eagles, Zoe. Yeah, Dan, exactly. So Marquette leads the all-time series 18-5 and beat St. John's 3-1 both times this season, and they lead 1-0 in the postseason, beating the Red Storm last year in the Big East 7 finals. So they have a lot on the line, especially if they're playing an unranked St. John's team that could, if they lose to them, that could impact their seeding in the NCAA tournament. As I mentioned, St. John's coming off a gigantic victory yesterday over Creighton, sweeping the Big East regular season champions in stunning fashion. The Red Storm are now 21-11 on the year, 11-6 in conference play. The Johnnies have a couple of the best players in the Big East, including outside hitter Efrosini Alexikou, setter Erica DeMalo, right side hitter Raqueli Rastelli, and libero Amanda Sanabia. So Zoe, they may not have the prettiest record, but this St. John's team is good. Yeah, Dan, and I think they can't be underestimated here. I mean, with all those players, they have Efrosini Alexikou, Erica DeMalo, Raqueli Rastelli are all unanimous selections for the All-Big East team, and they're just so impressive players, and you saw that last night against Creighton when they beat them 25-17, 25-23, and 26-24, so they beat a team that's number 10 in the nation right now and also had won 5 consecutive Big East championships. So they are coming off a high, and I think that they have all the momentum coming into this matchup today. As you mentioned, Zoe, Marquette hasn't won the Big East title since 2013, before Ryan Tice was even the head coach when they took down Creighton 3-1. St. John's has an even longer drought, though. They haven't secured the title since 2007 when they swept Louisville, who's not even a member of the conference anymore. Past 5 years has been all Creighton, bringing the trophy back to Omaha every year since 2014. So we're going to have a different regular season champ, or different Big East champion than has been in the past 5 years, and that's pretty special. Exactly, and in 6 years, it's just been Creighton, and so this is definitely going to be interesting for both teams. Both teams are going to come out here blazing, and I think that St. John's has all of that momentum from beating this #1 seed. Nobody expected that, not even Creighton, who had that they were already going to play Marquette in the final match yesterday. The Blue Jays were absolutely devastated yesterday after that loss. You could tell I was still here in this same exact spot watching that game, and St. John's looked like a top 3 team in the country during that matchup. So this St. John's team is not to be messed with, and they proved that yesterday against Creighton. The starters for today's matchup for St. John's, in the middle it'll be number 3 Maria Palacios, their libero number 4 Amanda Sanabia, and outside hitter Efrosini Alexikou, Clara Mikalova. Right side hitter is Raqueli Rastelli, number 18. Erica DeMalo is the setter. She's a 4-time all-conference player. And Ariadne Cathariou is the other middle. For Marquette, same as normal. They're running out Hannah Vandenberg and Allie Barber at outside hitter, as well as Hope Wirch. In the middle, it's Quinn Jones and Elizabeth Orff. The setter is Lauren Speckman, and Martha Konovadoff is libero. Marquette wearing their championship blues today on Championship Saturday. St. John's countering with their reds. Sanabia is wearing the navy blue as a libero. Konovadoff has the white as Marquette's libero. Big East Championship time. Zoe, I need a prediction from you. Oh, wow, this is a hard one, Dan. I actually think this is going to be, so, I mean, Marquette, it's the first time since 2017 they've hosted at home the Big East Championships. I think that they're going to come out here and they're going to play, I mean, St. John's is going to play tough, obviously, but I think Marquette will come out with a 3-1.
victory.
3-1.
3-1. What do you think, Dan?
I honestly think this could be a 3-0 Marquette sweep because I was pointing out yesterday, St. John's prepared all week for that matchup yesterday against Creighton, and you could see that in their performance. They knew exactly where Creighton was going to go, but they have had less than a day to prepare for Marquette. And I think that might make a big difference because Marquette has the talent edge just by a little bit. St. John's has a whole lot of talent throughout their lineup, but Marquette's the number 12 team in the country for a reason. They made the Sweet 16 last year for a reason. They are a really strong team, and I expect that to continue today.
Exactly, but after the game yesterday, we were talking to Ryan Tice, and he said that they haven't played St. John's in over a month since November 25th, so they were scouting them yesterday, which gives them an advantage, but still they haven't played the team that just beat Creighton and has won 6 of the last 7 matches.
So Erica DeMalo set to serve for the Johnnies. The program leader in service aces, Erica DeMalo, and she is the first one to serve in the Big East Championship. Just waiting on the signal from the scorer's table, because I believe the TV broadcast, they still are in their live shot. So
they can't start yet.
Gotta wait on the media. Coaches are a little bit irritated.
Coaches want to get started here.
Yeah. Pumping a little pit bull in here. Coaches want to get the game underway. Can't blame them, can you?
No, they're ready. They've been prepping for this their whole season. It's come down to this moment.
Both teams looking nice and loose. St. John's out here dancing. Marquette doing the same. Both teams like to play fun, have a good time out there, but still get it done out there on the court.
I think the big thing is both teams need to be really focused. Sometimes Villanova wasn't yesterday, so St. John's needs to be.
Big East Championship is underway. Speckman gonna set one up for Vandenberg. Nice dig in the back row by Mikulova. Rostelli, the lefty, puts one up. Wirtz back row attack, blocked. Miscommunication by Marquette, and St. John's hops out to a 1-0 lead. That was one of my keys in when Jack Phillips and I did our pregame earlier. We were talking about how St. John's is a good block, and the setters are gonna need to distribute it well.
They are. St. John's is 3rd in the conference in blocks with 2.16 per set.
Barber into the back line. It's that easy sometimes for Allie Barber. 1-1.
She just sees the opening so easy and can just hit that back line and paint it every time.
Set, bump, spike. Or, my bad, bump, set, spike. Got that one backwards. Cathariou had to adjust midair, but was still able to find the middle of the floor. No one was there for the Golden Eagles. That's been a bit of kryptonite for Marquette so far this year. When the opposition wants to go into the middle, they've been able to impose their will. St. John's 2-1 now. Wirtz shanks the service ace for Efrosini Alexikou. 3-1, Red Storm up. Alexikou, 2-time All-Big East selection, and she's only a sophomore. Speckman setting this one up for Barber. She's got 6 hands in her face. Marquette gets it back up after Mikulova tried to put it down. Barber paints the back line again, right through that 5-6 seam. St. John's had 4 hands up in her face, but when Allie Barber's getting a full swing in, that one's hard to defend.
She just packs so much power into those swings that it's really hard to defend.
Konovatov dives onto the ground, but Rostelli able to get the kill. Raquel Rostelli, 6'4" right side hitter from Italy, and she can pack a punch.
She can. Last season, she had 359 kills, 93 blocks, and 33 service aces. She's been an impressive player for the past couple of years for the Red Storm.
Rostelli with the solo block on Barber, but it went out of bounds. Block error against Rostelli. Good work by Barber to go off the block. Use the high hands to her advantage. 4-3, St. John's lead. Sarah Rose and Ellie Kuntz come on for the Golden Eagles. Rose has struggled a bit serving this year, but able to get that one over. Rostelli gets a swing. It goes off the high hands of Hope Wirch. 5-3, St. John's.
Golden Eagles have struggled on the blocking game. They're 9th in the Big East out of 10 in blocks with just 1.58%.
And a lefty like Rostelli is so difficult to defend, especially with her height. Different player than Sana Barnes, who Marquette saw yesterday. Marquette just punches this one to the back corner, a free ball. Palacios able to use the block to her advantage. 6-3, St. John's is up. Marquette's defense scrambling a little bit.
St. John's not looking tired from last night.
No. They've got all the energy in the world.
They're actually hitting at a .667. 4 kills and 0 errors.
Rostelli now with 2 kills. Marquette needs to get somebody else going other than Barber, especially since she's off the floor now. Rose, a bad set to Gwynn Jones, who puts one off the pin. Ryan Tice needs a timeout. 7-3, Marquette trails. The St. John's Red Storm hop out to a quick 4-point advantage. Marquette looks all out of sorts.
Yeah, the Golden Eagles have had a couple miscommunications as well as they've had 2 attack errors, so not doing great on the offensive and defensive. They only have 2 digs and 0 blocks, so the Golden Eagles are going to need to up their defensive game if they're going to try to get back into this set.
This St. John's team, one of their most talented ever. So this is one of the all-time Marquette versus St. John's matchups. This might be the most talent that we've seen in a matchup between the Red Storm and the Golden Eagles. Just looking at the conference stats, St. John's is right up there at the top for almost all of them. Hitting percentage, they're 4th. In opponent hitting percentage, they're 5th. Assists, they're 3. Kills, they're 3. Blocks, they're 3. Service aces, they're 3. The only one where they're lower is in digs, where they're 9th in the conference. But both of these teams have a steady presence in almost all facets of the game. Marquette's only weakness, really, is their blocking game. And St. John's, seemingly, their back row defense is supposed to be one of their weaknesses, but yesterday against Creighton, they didn't let anything hit the ground.
But they already have against Allie Barber, who had those two on the back line. So if they're going to try to keep their lead, they got to clean that back defense up.
I mean, nobody has an answer for Allie Barber.
That's
as
true.
As
That's
we learned
true.
this year, even Creighton had no answer for Allie Barber sometimes. She was always in the double digits.
When she gets going, it's hard to stop her.
I don't think there was a single time this year when she wasn't in double digits, was there?
I don't think so. Now thinking back to it, I'm pretty sure there's not.
So Rostelli is now going to serve. Low serve. Vandenberg handles it. This one goes up for Wirch, and it's shanked by Alexikou. Goes way behind us. Hope Wirch able to wind up and find the ground.
Last night, the Golden Eagles got everyone involved. There were 7 players for the Golden Eagles that had at least 1 kill.
That's what they need to do. Palacios goes cross, found a seam, and went right down the line. 8-4 after the junior from Columbia gets one down. Now it's Mikulova, the transfer from Lindsey Wilson College. Vandenberg winds up, puts that one in front of Efrosini Alexikou, and gets another point for Marquette. Marquette now in the rotation with no libero. Gwynn Jones goes back to serve. Elizabeth Orff comes in the front row. This is probably Marquette's most vulnerable rotation. Alexikou's going to have to attack from the back. Jones puts it up. Wirch tip from the back row. Free ball back over to the Golden Eagles. Wirch sets it up for Kuntz, the lefty. Mikulova puts it back up. Alexikou takes a swing, blocked. Elizabeth Orff and Ellie Kuntz got 4 hands right at the pin.
That was a much needed block for the Golden Eagles there.
Got to get some kind of momentum. Marquette siding out at just a 55.6% right now. The Johnnies at 80. This one gets set up for Alexikou, blocked by Orff, but That one goes into the fan section. So that's a kill for Efrosini Alexikou. Outside hitter from Thessaloniki, Greece.
She's an interesting player. She was actually nominated for Rookie of the Year with the Greek Women's National Championship. And she 2019 All Big East selection and 2018 AVCA honorable mention.
And All Big East last year too. Kuntz wound up. Orff with a nice save. Free ball. Setter dump from Erica DeMalo. That's what she does best. DeMalo at 5'11", she's able to get up there, and because she's such a good setter, she really sells that dump. Sanabia now serving. She served from way back. Ellie Kuntz has it dug up by Mikulova. Alexikou with a swing. Nice dig from Hope Wirch. Konovanov sets one up for Vandenberg. Off the outstretched arm of Amanda Sanabia. Back to the Speckman-Barber rotation.
Sanabia just couldn't get her hand out in time, but that had so much power in it from Hannah Vandenberg.
What a play by Hope Wirch to set it up, though. Alexikou gets another swing into the back row, dug up by Wirch, overpass. 11-7, St. John's is up after Alexikou gets her second kill.
So Alexikou, Palacios, and Rastelli all have 2 kills for St. John's.
Three-pronged attack. And can't forget about Klara Mikulova, who hasn't scored yet today, but she looked good yesterday. Service error by Erica DeMalo, and now Vandenberg gets it right back.
I was gonna say, we haven't seen a service error yet, but there's bound to be one.
Vandenberg. Big swing for Alexikou. Puts it off the hands of Marquette's back row. And still a 4-point lead for the Johnnies.
Wirch and Orff were up there, but they just couldn't get their hands up in time.
Alexikou's now going to serve. Short serve. Speckman's going to set this one up for Orff on the right side. Mikulova got her hands on it, but Rastelli couldn't get onto the ground in time. Orff gets on the board. 4 players now for Marquette with a kill. Jones and Kuntz are the only ones who have appeared in the front row that haven't. Konovanov serves it to Alexikou. Mikulova gets her swing. Big up from Speckman. Barber blocked by Ariadne Cathariou. Solo block.
She's only 6'1" compared to going up against 6'5" Allie Barber.
That's just proper positioning. She knew where Barber was gonna put it. Got her hands in the way. That's all it takes sometimes. Sheena Yoshioka comes on to serve. Kind of a serve specialist. Rastelli at an awkward angle, not able to get it off properly. Barber puts one into the outstretched arms of Sheena Yoshioka. Man, Barber has not been able to be stopped today. That's 4 kills on 7 attacks. She's hitting .429. But unfortunately for Marquette, she's headed back out. Because of the way Marquette's rotations work, they don't want to have a setter in the front row. So when Speckman's rotation gets up there, Kuntz comes in for her and Rose goes in for Barber. Palacios on the slide, big up from Martha Konovanov. Rastelli blocked. Back to St. John's. Alexikou free ball. Rose for Kuntz. Down the line. Ellie Kuntz on the setup from Sarah Rose. 13-11. Great set, great defense from the Golden Eagles there in general. And Kuntz was able to go cross.
Golden Eagles working their way back in, cutting into that deficit.
Rose with a short serve. Overpass. Kuntz. Alexikou gets it up. Rastelli gets a swing. Big dig in the back line. But Maria Palacios is there to put it down with the block. She is springy up front. She can get way up. She's only 6'2", but she has long arms, long legs, and she knows what she has to do when she's at the net. 14-11 St. John's.
Exactly. She is .98 blocks per set this season. She's really efficient at those blocking.
Service ace. Miscommunication in the back line by Marquette again. 15-11. Every time Marquette starts to get some kind of momentum, St. John's snatches it right back.
And this game is all about momentum. It's a team who can keep it, and it seems like St. John's has most of it today.
Rose sets it up for Wirch. Block error. Oh, St. John's is gonna want that one back. Wirch was off balance. She had to push it over the net, and she did just enough positioning. Wirch. Set up for Mikulova. Wirch gets there in time. Rose sets it up for Vandenberg. Out. Attack went wide. Tice was not happy about that one.
He thought it was tipped.
I think if he thought he was tipped, he would have challenged. I think he just was a little upset that the attack went wide.
Yeah, Vandenberg was set up too.
We know that Tice isn't shy with his challenges, so I don't know if it was that. Mikulova, the NAIA All-American honorable mention last year, sends one into the net. They have a couple transfers that have made some pretty big contributions this year. Palacios, Mikulova, they've both been really important. Overpass by St. John's. Tipped over by Orff. It's a free ball to the Golden Eagles. Orff in the back. Another overpass. Hannah Vandenberg blocked it. 16-14. Marquette's again in the rotation without Konovodov, but timeout taken by the Red Storm. 16-14, St. John's leads, but Marquette steadily chipping their way back in. Golden Eagles are hitting .231 here in the first set compared to .364 for the Johnnies. 3 blocks for St. John's, 1 for the Golden Eagles. And so far, St. John's has looked pretty good, but are they able to sustain this pace that as they have for past 4 sets?
Yeah, exactly, Dan. I don't know if they will be able to sustain that pace, but looking right now, they have kind of dominated everything. Offensive, they're leading in hitting percentage. I mean, they're not necessarily leading in digs, but they have the lead in blocks, and if they keep that up, I think they have a good chance of taking this first set because they're looking very strong on the blocking game today.
The one thing that St. John's does really well that I noticed yesterday and so far today is that they make opponents make errors. Creighton looked inaccurate yesterday. Marquette already has 5 attack errors on 26 total attacks. It's this St. John's defense, I don't know what it is about them. It's probably a combination of their blocking presence. They have a really good libero. They have a couple players in the back row that are able to make some big digs, but they make other teams make errors, and that is something that is going to help so much in all of these sets, because if Marquette's taking more swings and they're shooting themselves in the foot by not getting any points, then that makes it easier on St. John's.
Exactly, and then they'll get tired out. And I mean, I think St. John's is doing a nice job. Other than those service aces, I think errors, I think they're doing a pretty nice job at keeping up with the Golden Eagles and keeping up their momentum and energy.
Only 2 service errors for St. John's, and they've counted that with 2 service aces.
Golden Eagles are 0-0 for both.
Yeah. So St. John's basically net 0 at the service line. Alexku got a full swing. That was tipped by somebody. Man, she is scary when she gets a full swing in. Wow. You don't want that power coming after you.
No, definitely not. And she's only a sophomore, so she has 2 more years.
That's why she plays all 6 rotations, because they need her arm on the floor. She's like, sort of like how Hope Wirch is for the Golden Eagles. Vandenberg able to put that one in an inopportune spot for the Johnnies. It was just out of the reach of Sanabia to properly get the dig. She got her hand on it and technically got it up, but
just not enough. No teammate was there to get.
Exactly. Speckman served it to Rodriguez. Alexikou, it's brought up by Konovodov. Barber at an awkward angle. Rodriguez got it. The dump is brought up by Marquette. DeMalo to Alexikou. Konovodov somehow gets it back up. Wirch, back row attack into the net. Ugh. You hate to see that when Konovodov makes a couple great plays. Can't send it into the net.
Exactly. When Konovodov has those great digs, you don't want it. You want to get set up and get a good swing, but Hope Wirch just nothing there. She right into the net.
That ball was up so high that Speckman couldn't even set it the normal way. This one goes up for Vandenberg. Mikulova with a good dig. Rostelli's going to get a swing off high hands. Marquette controls it. Barber tried to go off the block, but it's corralled. Rostelli sent that one right into the chest of Speckman. 19-15, St. John's is up.
That had so much power on it. That looked like it hurt. Speckman got up, she's all right, but that had so much power.
Hurt the hands a little bit.
Had so much power on it.
19-15. Speckman sets it up for Barber. Out. Barber sent it wide, and Tice needs a second timeout. St. John's leads 20-15, and Marquette has used their final timeout of the frame.
I think what St. John's has done a really nice job of is, what they need to do is to contain Allie Barber, and I think they've done a nice job. She's 4 for 10 on this set, and they're making her make those mistakes.
Yeah, she has 2 errors already.
They're both wide.
You can tell that she's trying to either go cross or she's trying to go and paint the back line, because there's probably a weakness that she's noted in the St. John's defense upon scouting. But I'm Dan Evington alongside Zoe Comerford here at the Al McGuire Center. Marquette trails St. John's 20-15 in the first set of the Big East Championship. St. John's, they're 21-11 overall. Not the prettiest record, but they've made it all the way here to the Big East Finals. Took down number 10 Creighton yesterday here at the Al. Looked like a different team yesterday and today than they did in the regular season. But if you're Marquette, I don't think you can get 2 down if they do end up losing this set, because they lost the first set against St. John's in, I believe, both of the regular season matchups against the Johnnies. I know it was at least one of them, because both St. John's games were 3-1 Marquette wins. So they're used to going 4 against the Johnnies, and if the same thing happens to happen today, can't get too psyched out.
Exactly, and after that, if you lose the first set, you just say, okay, let's regroup, and you can win those 3 consecutive sets, and they've proved to have done it multiple times before.
Obviously, though, they would prefer to win this one. Sanabia gets it up on the Barber kill, or attack, not kill. Speckman gets one up. Vandenberg. Wirtz going to send a free ball into the back corner. Mikulova, DeMalo, Alexikou. It was tipped. Another kill for Efrosini Alexikou.
She's up to 5 on a .364 hitting percentage.
A lot of the Creighton teams here.
Yeah, I saw them. I saw them earlier. I was like, probably just here to watch this final.
Whoa. Barber, watch out. Allie Barber fired that one right in front of somebody, right in front of us. Whew.
That was in due time. She was needing a kill.
Wonder what that one was clocked at. DeMalo for Alexikou. She couldn't get her full 2 steps in. Overpass by Konovodov. Alexikou got blocked, but Wirtz and Orff not able to put it back down on the ground. 22-16, St. John's is up.
This happened 3 times today, too, where Orff and Wirtz have been there, but then just not been able to get that block back in the faces of St. John's.
Katie Shesso now comes on for Vandenberg. They go right to her, of course. Barber sends it long and wide. 23-16. Ooh.
The Golden Eagles are at 8 attack errors, Dan. Like you were saying earlier, St. John's makes you pay for those and really forces you to do that.
Alexku serves. Shesso gets it up. Speckman for Orff. Rostelli gets a swing, blocked right down by Barber. Just barely squeaked that one in.
I feel like that would be the dynamic duo at the block with 6'3" Elizabeth Orff and 6'5" Allie Barber.
Bit of a stoppage to wipe up the wet spots on the court. 23-17. St. John's leads Marquette. Golden Eagles need to rattle off some points here. Mikulova. Marquette has to just push it over. Rostelli gets didn't even get a full swing. Barber blocks it down.
Looks like she was a little confused about what to do. She didn't want to take a full swing, and then she just kind of tapped it over, but it didn't even go over almost. She was a little confused on that one.
St. John's wasn't able to recover, though, and Marquette now down 5, 23-18. Timeout by Joanne Persico and St. John's. Marquette's definitely not out of this set, that's for sure. You can't count out the Golden Eagles. Even though they might be down by 5, they could totally rattle off 5 straight points here.
Exactly, and I think that's something that we said yesterday is that you can't count out the Golden Eagles when they are down because they have these runs. Will they go 5-0 or 6-0, and that could totally change the momentum of the whole set.
So 23-18 at the timeout here. Barber up to 5 kills for Marquette. Vandenberg has 4. For the Johnnies, Alexku has 6, Rostelli has 3, Palacios has 2, and then Damalo had the 1 setter dump. That accounts for her point. 2 service aces and 2 service errors for the Johnnies. 0 in both of those columns for Marquette. Difference in this match so far has been the 8 attack errors by Marquette. Only 3 for St. John's. Teams are equal in kills. Marquette has more attacks.
Marquette has more digs. The Golden Eagles really struggling on that attack, but that I think has to do with how much pressure St. John's is putting on them.
Marquette has Marquette has the same amount of blocks too. Not something that you normally see. Each team with 3 blocks.
But that's definitely going to need to step up if they want to compete in this match with St. John's, who is 3rd in conference, 4 blocks.
Damalo sets it up for Rostelli. Shesso got to it. Marquette's gonna have to send a free ball over, but they're still alive. Damalo for Mikulova. Marquette gets it up. Barber at an awkward angle, got blocked. That one was probably gonna go out, but Konovatov got a hand on it anyway. And all of a sudden it's set point, 24-18. That's 3 blocks.
4 blocks.
3 for Cathariu. Rostelli also has 3. That tandem has been lethal. Barber right into the seam, 24-19. Rose and Kuntz are coming on now. Marquette needs 6 straight points. Or I guess technically 5 more, but they need a total of 6 to get back.
Tice is hoping the Sarah Rose serve is going to be short enough that it will get a service ace.
Palacios into the middle, but it's dug up. Wirtz is going to have to send a free ball. Mikulova, out. St. John's thought that there was a touch, but turns out to be an attack error. It went wide, or it went long. Rose still serving. Palacios dug up by Shesso. Wirtz sends it long and wide. And the St. John's Red Storm take the first set, at the Al McGuire Center. 25-20. Marquette with 10 attack errors.
Very uncharacteristic of the Golden Eagles, and they have to clean that up if they're going to try to even get back into this match and win the second set.
So there goes my prediction of a sweep.
So my prediction is still fair.
It is.
3-1. But the Golden Eagles have a lot to clean up. But just besides, I mean, they are hitting at a .095 compared to St. John's, who's at a .225. And I mean, St. John's has 4 blocks as well. So I think they need to Marquette needs to clean up their blocking game and get a little bit more than Allie Barber and Hannah Vandenberg involved in the hitting aspect.
Uncharacteristic first set from the Marquette Golden Eagles. Just some miscommunications that led to St. John's points. A couple times Marquette just made some unforced errors that led to St. John's taking the first. And Marquette needs to rally back here from down 1 set. Definitely not an enviable position that Marquette is in. St. John's trying to win their first conference championship since 2007. Been over a decade. Marquette trying to get their first since 2013. The Creighton Blue Jays, the winners of the last 5 in attendance here.
Probably trying to see which one of the teams that they've played. It's been an interesting season. I mean, Marquette's only 2 conference losses has come to the Creighton Blue Jays, and then you see Creighton's only 2 conference losses. One was obviously yesterday against St. John's, and the other was a sweep as well. So both of their conference losses were sweeps to Villanova and to St. John's. So definitely an interesting season for them, and they were very upset after yesterday's match. I mean, you win the last 5 championships, you think obviously we're going to go for a 6th, but St. John's said no to that. St. John's has now won 4 straight sets here in the Big East Championships.
And I'm sure if you're Creighton, you're probably saying, yeah, you can see why we lost yesterday. Marquette probably feels a little bit of what Creighton was going through yesterday, because this St. John's team is underrated. They may have 11 losses, but they are a force to be reckoned with when they are firing on all cylinders. When Alexa Koo is playing the way she is today, she's averaging 4.24 kills per set, hitting .252 on the season. Today she already has 6 kills, and she's hitting .385. So when she's firing properly, when Rostelli is able to use that tall, lanky, left-handed frame to her advantage, when Mikolova is firing properly, which she isn't today, but she was yesterday, this St. John's team is really strong, and they're able to compete with these teams like Marquette and Creighton.
I definitely think out of the whole tournament, they've been the dark horse. They come in at the number 4 seed. They have gotten hot at the right time. I mean, especially for this tournament and taking down the number 1 seed when they were not expected to. And they've won 6 of their last 7 matches. So, I mean, St. John's is definitely the underrated team here, but they are showing why they can keep up with the elite of Creighton and Marquette in the past 2 days. And I think it's not surprising that Alexa Koo is so efficient. I mean, she was the 2018 Big East Freshman of the Year and all Big East first team selection last year, so she's really showed why that award was necessary for her.
Speckman serves it. Mikolova gets a swing. It was touched at the net, even though it looked like it went long. But Mikolova gets her first kill. Finally back in the positive. She's now hitting 0 instead of the -200 that she was. Marquette down 1-0 in the second.
Hope Wirtz still hitting in the negatives.
Speckman sets one up for Vandenberg into the middle. Found her spot. And Vandenberg now going to go back to the service line. Member of the Big East all-freshman team out of Little Chute, Wisconsin. Vandenberg serves, long. First service error of the day for the Golden Eagles. Comes off the arm of Hannah Vandenberg. Another unforced error.
Can't afford that, especially in this Big East Championships, to have these unforced errors that just give St. John's that lead right back.
Rostelli serves. And Wirtz was not able to get a proper handle on it, and it went careening into the fans on the sideline. Rostelli now with another service ace, her second of the day. Konovatov handles this one. Orff tried to go for high hands. And Mikulova gets her second kill. 4-1, Marquette trails.
Anna Vandenberg was just a little too slow on that read.
Second set's not looking great for Marquette so far.
Definitely not. St. John's has come out swinging at two of their two kills for 2 attempts.
Free ball from Marquette. Mikulova gets a swing. Orff was in the net. Tyson gonna take a timeout. Wow.
Wow.
5-1 in the second set. Marquette trails 1-0, and now they're down 4 in the second. Not the start Marquette wanted, that's for sure.
Exactly. It's definitely not the start Marquette wanted, and I don't think it's the start that anyone expected, because you would think that after that intermission, after the first set, they would come out, okay, it's a new set, let's start over and let's just swing at it. And they have 1 kill on 3 attempts, hitting a .333, so they're gonna need to clean that up a little bit. I mean, they're not looking great on offense, but compared, St. John's is looking awesome on offense. They are 3 of 3 attempts, so including a service ace. So they have all the momentum, Dan.
St. John's hitting 1,000 in this set. 3 attacks, 3 kills. That's hard to beat.
It's definitely hard to beat, especially when obviously Marquette isn't the greatest blocking team in the conference. That's going to be something they need to kind of get their hands up and ready and set, ready to get those blocks right back, because they're going to need to improve on this defense somewhere. If they're not hitting, they've got to be good on defense.
In case anyone was wondering, Marquette women's basketball got a 1-point victory today over Tulsa.
Ooh, that was a close one. They were losing for a while, too.
They were. So Marquette women's basketball gets the win. Can Marquette volleyball do the same? Rostelli serves. Barber gets a swing. Sanabia gets it up. Speckman. Barber went right through the hands of Erica DeMalo. Marquette finally gets back on the board, 5-2.
Stop St. John's 4-0 scoring run. So hopefully giving some momentum to the Golden Eagles.
Mikulova, way out.
Not even close.
No, that one sailed about 7 or 8 feet out.
She knew she got a bad touch on it, too.
You could tell right off her wrist that that one was not going to be good. 5-3. St. John's leads. That one hit the pin. Or maybe it was an attack error of some kind. Any idea what the official call was? Huh. Well, attack error.
I don't know. It was an attack error, so that's Marquette point.
Play was whistled dead. Service error by Martha Konovatov snaps the 3-0 scoring run. 6-4. St. John's leads.
Every time the Golden Eagles get close, it seems that some unforced error happens that they give St. John's that lead right back.
Barber tried to tip it. The setter dump was blocked. Alexikou. That one was blocked, but Alexikou was able to force it out of bounds. Man, when Alexikou gets a full swing in there, she's hard to stop.
I wouldn't want that power coming towards me.
No. Wirtz through the hands of Palacios. Barber got the assist there. She could definitely set if she wanted to. She's got good hands.
She could. She doesn't usually, though.
Tice told us earlier on in the year when Speckman got the kill and Barber got the assist, he said, Allie actually is a pretty good setter. She's got really strong hands, and you just don't see that too often. But she's able to do it. Serve goes to Palacios. Alexis got a swing in the back row. It goes out. Attack went long. Point Marquette, 7-6. Alexis' second error of the day.
Once down 4, the Golden Eagles have clawed their way back and within 1.
Rose service error, didn't get enough on that one. She was trying to go short.
Not even close. It almost didn't even hit the net and went too short.
It's 29 service errors on the year. Last year, she only had 23. Going to 25 aces. Sanabia with her unorthodox serve from way back. Kuntz from the middle. Sanabia, nice dig. It's going to be a free ball. Kanavadov, Rose. Jones on the slide, got blocked by Alexikou. Bad set.
Yeah, I was going to say, it didn't look like it was the greatest set by Sarah Rose.
Jones has not been able to get going at all. That's now 3 errors on as many attacks.
She's sitting at a negative 1,000.
Kuntz in the middle, blocked again. Cathariou was right there. Claire Moser's going to come in for Sarah Rose.
Moser seeing her first playing time today. Or is it her first playing time of the Big East Championships?
It is. 10-6, Marquette's down in the second set. Sanabia serves. Moser for Jones. Net violation by Alexikou.
Golden Eagles need some type of momentum here. They're hitting at a .113 with 12 attack errors.
Yeah, really got to turn things around quick. Almost a service error. And that one goes right into the net by Alexikou. That serve was so low, it looked like at first it might hit the net, and then it looked like it might be an ace, but they still got it up. 10-8. Oh, nice setter dump.
It's over the behind her too.
Yeah, that one's smooth.
That was a beautiful setter dump. She's so good at that. We've already seen it twice today.
Use that every once in a while. Service error by St. John's. 11-9. Jones will now go back to serve. Moser still setting for the Golden Eagles. Service ace, Gwyn Jones. 1-point game. Timeout for Persico and the St. John's Red Storm. 11-10, Marquette trails, but they're scratching and clawing their way back.
That service ace was Gwyn Jones' 10th of the season. So trying to get something going for the Golden Eagles as they are only hitting in a .182 this set. But they're holding St. John's now to a .083 on 4 errors.
Yeah, 5 attacks, 4 errors.
And I believe 2 or 3 of them have come from Alexikou.
Mikulova has also had 3 in today's game. That accounts for 6 of their 8, and Rastelli has the other 2. So it hasn't been the cleanest set from either team, but St. John still has the advantage. 11-10. Marquette trying to get their way back into this one. Down 1-0. Marquette needs to gain some kind of momentum here. Barber has 7 kills. Alexikou also has 7 to lead her team. Vandenberg has 5.
Vandenberg's been doing a nice job, especially in this match. She's 5 for 8 with only 1 error, so hitting a .500. So if I were Marquette, I would be giving it to her more often, just because she is hot right now.
I think
and with Barber out.
Another player they need to get going is Ellie Kuntz. Got to use the lefty.
Exactly. She's 1 for 7 though, with 1 error.
Alexikou's just going to have to free ball it over. Mosier sets one up for Kuntz. Tried to go high hands. Oh, Rostelli.
Wow.
The lefty finds space in front of Hope Wirch.
Rostelli packed the power in that one.
She was also all Big East this year, 6'4" sophomore. Averaged 3.15 kills per set this year. Also a great blocker with 76 on the season. Vandenberg from the line, still able to get it in. Speckman and Barber coming back on. Mosier and Kuntz come off. Speckman serving. Oh, almost an ace, but Tamala was able to get there. Konovatov, Speckman, Vandenberg, dug up by Alexikou. Rostelli got blocked. Konovatov sets it up for Barber, but she has to free ball it over. Mikolova has it dug up. Good rally right here. Barber, bit out of system. Mikolova for Rostelli. Miscommunication by Marquette. That one just barely found a spot where nobody else was.
I'm gonna say that was great hustle by both teams to try to keep those balls in and keep digging it.
Neither team was able to get a clean playoff, though.
No, they kept setting it up and they were all out of system.
Vandenberg needs to free ball it over. Tamalo for Palacios. Konovatov gets there. Barber, full swing. That one goes right down in front of Sheena Yoshioka. Yoshioka, the sophomore out of Honolulu. She pretty much comes on to serve and then play in the back line for the rest of that point. But she's a bit of a liability defensively. That ball is blocked, and it goes behind us.
So glad that didn't hit me in the head.
It was close.
It was very close.
14-12 St. John's.
Neither team doing great offensively. And both teams have 27 digs.
Konovatov, Speckman, Wirch off the top of a hand. Sanabia gets there. Can they get it over? No, Mikolova can't get there in time. 14-13.
I was gonna say, I don't even know how Sanabia got that, her hands on that.
Great hustle, though. There's a reason why she was the Libero of the Year in 2018 and an all East Coast region selection. That one came down on the head of Speckman.
And last season, Sanabia, she had played in 138 sets, and she broke the program's single-season dig record after collecting 716 digs, which is why she was on the AVCA All-East Region team and Big East Libero of the Year.
Jones into the pin. The blockers are just all over Jones' slide move.
They've prepped for her really well. They've seen her, how good she is at that slide, and have just been there every single time.
One of these times she's gonna try to a little tip kill over them.
Gotta shake it up a little bit.
Wirch, dug up by Mikolova. Alexikou, Konovatov's there. Speckman for Barber. Alexikou shanks it. Sanabia almost got there. Went full dive. That was a swimming dive. Actually, speaking of swimming with Sanabia, she swam at the same club. as Michael Phelps did.
Yeah, North Baltimore Aquatic Club for 2 years. And she loves swimming. That's one of her hobbies.
I didn't even intend to make the swimming joke there, but I felt like it was necessary
Why
as soon
not?
as I did. Mosier back on with Kuntz. Pancake by Wirch. Free ball back over. Palacios. DeMalo put it back down. Setter kill for Erica DeMalo.
Her third of the match. Golden Eagles have got to be ready for that, but that's hard to know when she's going to do it.
The problem is, if you're preparing for the setter dump, then she won't do it. You know, like
And
if
she'll just set up for one of the
Yeah.
hitters.
She got so many talented players around her. Wirch has it dug up. Block goes out of bounds. 18-14, St. John's is up. Timeout, Ryan Tice and Marquette. All the energy has been sucked out of this arena, Zoe.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even though there aren't that many fans, I mean, it's not a packed house here, but there are definitely visibly more Marquette fans than St. John's fans. But I think that the Golden Eagles have really just struggled. I mean, both teams have struggled in this set specifically, but I think as of right now, it's St. John's who kind of has that momentum. They have that 4-point lead, and they have just been going off on the block and getting the kills off the block, and they've just done a really nice job on both the offensive and defensive, especially they have 6 blocks compared to Marquette's 3. So if anything, Marquette needs to just clean up their blocking.
Really need to clean up everything.
That's true. That's true.
It's not like there's one thing that you can point to and say, this is the reason why we're down right now. Marquette needs to really change a lot of things. They've cleaned up the attack. They've only had 3 errors here in this set compared to 10 in the first, but they're still down 4.
Well, and you know, we always talk about how much depth Marquette has. I think that's the same with St. John's. They have so much depth in the hitter position. They have so many people getting involved. I mean, Alexikou has 8 kills right now. Mikulova has 5. Rastelli has 5. DeMalo has those 3 setter dumps. And I just think they get so many different people involved. They have that depth to compete with Marquette's depth as well.
They certainly do. They're a really strong team. So it'll now be Sanabia back to serve again. Jones, Kuntz, Wirch, Vandenberg, Konovodov, and Mosier for Marquette. This one gets set up for Kuntz out of the middle. Good call by Claire Mosier. Kuntz is able to smack one down, her second kill of the day. Marquette back within 3.
Kuntz is trying to get going, get out of that negative hitting percentage.
Cathariou. Wow. Not much you could do there. Beautiful placement by Cathariou.
Definitely not.
Off the block. Just put it into a spot where Marquette couldn't get to it.
Arthur Konovodov just couldn't get there. She was down on the ground, but just couldn't get her hand out in time.
Vandenberg sent it down the line, but out. Not touched. Uh-oh, 20-15. St. John's 5 points away from taking the second set. Going up 2-0 on the number 12 team in the country. Jones hit that one off the tape. Efrosini Alexikou off the outside hand of Ellie Kuntz. 21-15. Rose is coming back on.
Mosier came in for that short time and just got 3 assists. So they're saying they need someone else, so they put in Sarah Rose.
Rose for Jones. DeMalo gets it up. Rastelli off the head of a blocker.
It's like off the head of Gwen Jones, possibly.
It is a 7-point game, 22-15 in the second set.
St. John's on a 4-0 scoring run. The Golden Eagles need to stop this now.
If Marquette doesn't turn it around soon, this one's going 5. They want to win. Kuntz went cross. 22-17, or no, 16.
It's a good start. Get Ellie Kuntz a kill on that one.
Gabby Martinez is going to come on to serve. Quinn Jones will head off.
Jones did get an ace, didn't she, on her last time at serve?
She did.
But they're just going to put Gabby Martinez in because
Martinez served some bullets. Alexikou at an odd angle. Kuntz off the hands of the blockers. Lands it in, 22-17.
it's exactly what you predicted, Dan, that they're going to give it to Ellie Kuntz. That's what they've done the past 2 points.
Feed the lefty.
St. John's just not prepared for her.
It was the same thing yesterday against Nova. Alexikou dug up by Martinez. This one's for Vandenberg, blocked. Rose gets it back. Oh, miscommunication by Martinez and Wirch. 23-17.
Marquette has had a lot of miscommunications this match.
(23-17). Marquette's down. Sanabia got it up, but nobody else was there. 23-18.
Ellie Kuntz is already at 5 kills on 12 attempts. Golden Eagles need to keep feeding her, but she actually just went out.
Yeah, Speckman and Barber are back on. Overpass, free ball. Barber off the block. 23-19.
If you need someone to go to, why not Allie Barber? You're almost guaranteed a kill on there.
Timeout for St. John's. Marquette is up, or is down 23-19, but they've gotten a couple points here, and they're working their way back into it. Barber now at 10 kills, 6 for Vandenberg, 5 for Kuntz, 4 for Wirch. For St. John's, Alexikou has 9, Rostelli has 6, Mikolova has 5, and other than that, some small contributions from the rest of the squad. DeMarlo has 21 assists for the Johnnies. 10 digs for Mikolova leads the way. Speckman in double-digit assists with 13. Rose has 8, Mosier has 3. And Wirch and Konovodov each have 9 digs. Cathariou with 4 of the 6 blocks for St. John's. Right now they're hitting .357. Remember earlier when you were saying that they weren't hitting too great? They've turned that around.
Now they are. I mean, they're hitting great, they're playing great defense, and I think the combination of that is why St. John's upset Creighton yesterday.
I'm telling you, St. John's is a slept-on team, and when I watched that match yesterday, I said, I don't think if I was Marquette, I would want to see this team tomorrow.
And given, I mean, they've lost to Creighton, Marquette has lost to Creighton twice this season, and I think they would prefer to play them because they've expected that, and that's what they've been expecting all season. So you come in with a team you haven't played in over a month, and you have to adjust for that. That's really difficult, even though they did get to scout yesterday. Because you don't know what St. John's is bringing, because obviously they've improved a lot.
Three-point game, 23-20.
Golden Eagles didn't have to do anything on that. She just went right into the center of the net.
And you got 4 hands in her face. There's
nowhere to go.
Only so many places that she can go. Mikolova gets another swing. Speckman gets it up. Barber, push to kill. Oh, she gets it. Miscommunication between Rostelli, Wagner, and DeMarlo.
They all thought each other was getting it.
Hahn and Wagner coming back out. Cathariu's in it again. 23-21. Oh, Speckman's service error.
I was just going to say, Marquette was having the momentum with the 4-0 scoring run, but not anymore.
Now they need...
It's set point.
They need 3 points.
They have to fight off 3 set points. That's difficult.
It's funny, 23 is so different than 24.
Oh, for sure.
Volleyball.
The pressure you have when it's set point.
Can't make a singular error. Rastelli blocked. 24-22. Vandenberg serving. Chest bumps over on the sideline for the Golden Eagles.
See, once again, Elizabeth Orff, Allie Barber on the block, and they got that one.
Vandenberg serving. Nikolova in. Marquette goes down 2 sets to none.
Wow, so Dan, that's my prediction out the door as well. That's not, I did not expect that. St. John's has just come out, won 5 straight sets in this Big East championship.
Well, we're going to take a quick break here on Marquette Radio, but when we get back, we will have the 3rd set between Marquette and St. John's, potentially deciding the Big East champion. So make sure to stay tuned for after the break. Back to the Al McGuire Center. I'm Dan Abington alongside Zoe Comerford here at the Big East Championships as Marquette trails St. John's 2-0. Marquette lost the first 25-20 and then the second 25-22. This is the St. John's team that defeated Creighton in 3 straight sets yesterday, and they're trying to make it 2 straight top 15 victories in 2 days to secure the Big East crown and punch their ticket to the NCAA tournament starting this week. Marquette, on the other hand, trying to win their first Big East title since 2013 when Bon Szymanski was the head coach. It wasn't even the Ryan Tice era yet at Marquette. And the Golden Eagles trying to lock up a hosting spot in the NCAA tournament. Currently, if it stands as, if they continue to be the number 12 team in the country, which I'm sure with a loss today they would fall from, they would have a hosting spot, but with a loss today, those chances go far, far down. Zoe, Marquette's changing their uniforms.
Oh, they
They're in
changed
the
out of
gold.
championship blue. Maybe they're thinking championship blue is not the right color. I mean,
I have never seen a uniform change during a set intermission.
maybe they're hoping that the uniform change will give them a little bit but good luck. Yellow's usually a good color, maybe, you know?
I guess.
I think, is this the color that they wore when they beat Wisconsin in 5 sets? Though?
Probably.
I think so. And I think they lost the first 2 to Wisconsin, and then they won 3 sets straight at Wisconsin. So maybe they're thinking that the good luck shirts are coming back out. But the Golden Eagles were not looking great in the first 2 sets. I mean, yes, they have 32 digs, and their blocking game has gotten a little bit better, but their hitting percentage has gone way down. They're hitting at a .187, not getting a whole bunch out of anyone else except for Allie Barber and Hannah Vandenberg. So I think the Golden Eagles really need to distribute a little bit more and play with a little bit more energy. It doesn't seem like a home crowd. It doesn't seem like they're at home. They just seem all out of sorts today with a lot of miscommunications, Dan.
Yeah, everything has been going wrong so far for Marquette today, and they really have to change that around here in the 3rd set and beyond. And they've got a tough test in front of them. The St. John's Red Storm, led by Efrosini Alexikou at outside hitter, Raquel Rastelli, their right side, Erica Damalo, a 4-time all-conference player as their setter, Amanda Sanabia, 2018 Big East Libero of the Year, some impressive middles, and Klara Mikolova. St. John's is loaded from top to bottom, and Marquette has their hands full.
And I think, Dan, something to note is that St. John's has gotten hot at the right time. And I know I said this at the beginning of the broadcast, but it's so true. They have now won 5 consecutive sets in this Big East Conference and Championship, and they have not lost a set yet. So they're really getting really hot and having that momentum at the right time.
So Marquette's going to receive the serve first. Barber. Oh, that one
slammed Sanabia in the chest, but it was a net violation anyway against Alexikou, I believe. 1-0 Marquette. Alexikou sends it, or not Alexikou, that was Cathariou. Sorry, all these foreign names are throwing me off.
I know, it's really hard.
I believe St. John's only has four players on their roster that are from the United States. 5, sorry. Service error by Hannah Vandenberg, 2-1. But as I was saying, this St. John's team incredibly influenced by international players. Yoshioka, Rodriguez, McCullough, Sanabia, and Kaylee Wood are the only players from the United States on their roster.
That's crazy because compared to Marquette, they have 7 players from Wisconsin. So Marquette's a real homegrown team, while St. John's is more international.
Marquette hustles to get it back over. Mikulova has it dug up by Vandenberg. Speckman had it blocked, and Konovatov couldn't get on it in time. 2-2. But yeah, this St. John's team, they've got Colombia, they've got 2 players from Greece,
Czech Republic,
Germany, 2 from the Czech Republic, 2 from Italy, Japan, and Serbia. That's all the nations they have represented on their roster.
Oh, Allie Barber paints the back line. Don't want to see that one fired at you. That one was shot out of a cannon.
Definitely nothing you can do about that if you're St. John's. You just gotta let Allie Barber have her kills.
Konovatov gonna serve now. Damalo sets one up for Mikulova. Shanked into the student section by Konovatov.
That had a lot of power on it as well.
I told you, when she gets going, St. John's is even more scary because it's not just Alexikou and Rastelli and all the middles they have to deal with, but Mikulova from all parts of the floor as well. Speckman for Wirch. That one got tipped. The Marquette point. 4-3, Golden Eagles are up. Rose and Kuntz coming back on.
One of the Golden Eagles' first leads of the match.
Rose's serve mishandled. Alexikou gonna need to send this one way back. Free ball. Wirch winds up, blocked. But that's gonna be a Marquette point as it went out of bounds.
I think the uniform change actually helped the Golden Eagles. They're 4 kills on 5 attempts, sitting at 800.
Mikulova hit Konovatov in the face, and Marquette still almost got it over.
That looked like it hurt.
Oh yeah. Konovatov got hit, Wirch kept it up, and then Konovatov still tried to get it over the net, and almost did, but it hit the tape. 5-4. Short serve. Rose for Wirch. Through the block. This is the Marquette team we've grown accustomed to seeing, Zoe.
That's what I was going to say, Dan.
Quick side outs and offense firing.
Low serve. Service ace.
Hope Wirch has now 56 on the season, more than she did last season.
Timeout for the St. John's Red Storm. Crowd's getting into it now. Marquette on a 7-4 scoring run here in the first set. I guess that's not really much of a run, but you know, I'm gonna roll with it.
But it is for today.
It is, you're right.
Golden Eagles have all that momentum. They're hitting at a .833 now. I mean, better than the whole rest of the match, so really gotten going. I don't know what Coach Tice said to them at the intermission, but it's got to be something like, all right, we got to get going here.
Yeah,
we're down 2 sets to 9.
We got to get back in. Hope Wirch, by far the leader in the conference as far as service aces. She has 56 now. Next highest was Damalo, who now has 46, I believe, with her 2, or no, she doesn't have any today. So she has 44. Erica Damalo does, as well as Eva Vujosevic. I don't know how that name's pronounced, but Georgetown outside hitter. She is tied with Damalo for second in the conference with service aces, but Wirch has them beat by 12.
And she was the Big East service aces leader last year as well with 55.
She serves aggressive.
That's why they need her out serving more. So if you're looking, the Golden Eagles have had five-set matches this season already, and 3 of them came in at the Redbird Classic in one weekend. So Golden Eagles are accustomed to those stressful situations.
Wirch still serving.
Damalo tried to dump it over, but Gwynn Jones was there on the block.
Golden Eagles have gotten better at figuring out what to do with that setter dump. Not gonna let it happen anymore.
Gwynn Jones ate that one up.
Wirch serving again.
Damalo for Alexikou, blocked. Alexikou again. Marquette gonna get it back over. Good defense. Overpass. Damalo. Oh, that one got a little testy.
Looked like Damalo yelled in Gwynn Jones' face after that.
It was Hannah Vandenberg, actually, who she yelled at. Both players tried to go up and put it back down, and Damalo won it and had to apologize afterward. So that's a kill for Damalo. The setter out of Milan, Italy. I'd like to be from Milan.
Yeah, it's
you?
a nice place. I love Italy.
Alexikou sends one into the booth.
Nice catch, Dan.
Thank you, Zoe. I'm known for my hands. That one went off the block and was sent right back towards us. Alexikou now in double digits with 10. Sanabia serving. Vandenberg had to adjust. That one goes out. Marquette point, 9-6 off the attack error by Efrosini Alexikou. Her 4th error. Oh, our producer John Liuzzi has family in Milan. He wanted me to let everybody know. As Gwynn Jones service error. Sorry, went off a little tangent there.
You're good.
Big Italy guy. Rose sets one up for Kuntz. Blocked. Kuntz gonna get another one. Mikulova puts it back up. Alexikou out of system. Marquette gets it up. Works back row attack. Another one right to us.
I blocked that one, even though I didn't catch it. I just kind of blocked it off. But that was a huge point for the Golden Eagles of Hope Wirch.
Wirch now at 8 kills. 10-7, Marquette leads in the 3rd.
Alexikou sent it long, but it was tipped by somebody at the net. I don't know who, but that it is now 10-8.
They're gonna need a manager to go wipe up the floor a little bit.
So St. John's now has 3 errors in this set. So definitely more errors than the previous ones early. Almost a service error on that one.
Marquette's gonna have to send a free ball back over. Damalo for Cathariou. Marquette gets it back up. Vandenberg from the line. Oh, St. John's huge dive to save it.
Mikulova had that dive.
Mikulova gets a swing, blocked. Man, talk about a series of plays right there. Marquette with a couple big swings. St. John's, good defense, and Marquette, good defense with the block.
That's a huge block for Vandenberg and Orff.
Rastelli Got the swing, but Marquette puts it back in the air. Barber's going to send a free ball over. Cathariou went cross. She's hyped up.
St. John's is hyped up.
Yeah, I don't blame them. They're up 2 sets on the number 12 team in the country.
Exactly, and I think the big thing is that they're not getting complacent. They're not getting like too excited that they're up 2 sets. They're staying focused and staying in this set, even though they were down 4 early.
Barber. Oh, man. I don't know how you stopped that one. Allie Barber got 2 steps and a full swing and painted the line.
I don't think you can stop it, Dan. Allie Barber's going to get that every time.
Serves mishandled. Mikhailova's gonna have to send it over, free ball. Speckman for Barber. Sanabia sends one into the student section. Timeout, St. John's Red Storm, 13-9. Marquette leads in the 3rd set. It's not over yet, Zoe.
No, it is not, Dan. Wow, the Golden Eagles have come out of this break just firing on all cylinders. They're up to 6 blocks now. They have .438 hitting percentage, and everyone's getting involved. I think the Golden Eagles have done a great job after that break coming out here and really saying, all right, this is our home court, we're gonna protect it. And I mean, they've caused St. John's to have 4 errors early in this 3rd set. And the St. John's Red Storm are only hitting a .118. So lower than both of each set combined.
Wow. I was just scrolling around on Twitter to see what the latest Marquette volleyball news was. Marquette hasn't lost to a non-Creighton Big East opponent in the tournament or the regular season since October 21st of 2017. 40 straight matches.
Wow, that's insane. But it has been Marquette and Creighton at the top of the Big East for so many years that, I mean, obviously with Creighton winning 5 straight tournaments and then Marquette being in 3 finals with Creighton and, I mean, obviously losing twice. But I think the big thing is that, I mean, St. John's and Villanova have both proved to be really good programs, especially this year.
Yeah. And St. John's looking great today, and they looked the same yesterday. Exactly. They got nothing to lose.
I know, they don't. They're playing the number 12 team in the nation, and yesterday they were playing the number 10 team. They're not expected to win.
This is not going to be Marquette's last game of the year.
Definitely not.
Because they are, I mean, they're not guaranteed a spot in the NCAAs, but they're practically guaranteed one. And St. John's on the outside looking in at the NCAA field. So they're playing with all they got, trying to earn a bid.
They're trying to extend their season.
Rostelli puts one into the chest of Konovadoff.
She's getting beat up on today. In the face, in the chest, wow. Somehow, she doesn't look like she's hurting at all.
Man, I couldn't have taken that one. Rostelli packs a whole lot of power. Jones on the slide, finally. Quinn Jones, 2nd kill of the day. She is still in the negatives. Negative 250 with 4 errors and just 2 kills on 8 attacks, but she's back. Rosen Kuntz now in. Short serve, overpass. Wirch taps it down, 15-10. Great awareness by Wirch at the net to get up and put it down.
Golden Eagles doing a really nice job of fighting and staying in it, and just, I mean, they're hitting at 500, so doing a way better job this set than any of the previous ones.
Sanabia has to head off to, I guess, get a bandage put on. And Rostelli also comes out. Rodriguez comes on. 5'5" freshman DS from New York, New York. She is the only player on the St. John's roster from New York.
That's interesting, since it is in New
York.
York.
It's in Queens, and they are, my sister actually goes to St. John's, for anybody that didn't know that, and they are a largely New York school. They take pride in being
all New York, and a lot of their students are from the New York area, and yet the volleyball team
It's not.
has one player from the area.
Definitely different recruiting strategies than Coach Tice.
That one gets sent in the net by Mikolova. 16-10.
Golden Eagles on a 3-0 scoring run.
Rose serves again.
Palacios on the slide. That one went about 20 feet out. 17-10.
You know, St. John's is looking very uncomfortable in recent points, just hitting it out and not really taking time to set up.
4-0 Marquette scoring run.
DeMalo tried the dump again, but Hope Wirch all over it.
Wirch and Jones again with the block.
Golden Eagles on a 5-0 scoring run. St. John's wants to get back in the set. They have to stop it now.
Short serve for Sarah Rose. Wirch gets a big swing. Oh, great up by Sanabia, but Mikolova couldn't get to it before it hit the scorer's table. 19-10. Zoe, did the uniforms change that much?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it
Wow.
really changed their whole momentum and just, wow. They're looking like that number 12 team now.
Oh,
Sorry, that was my
Service
fault.
error.
My bad. My bad. My bad.
19-11 still. That one was close, too.
That one
That
just
could've been.
barely out. No, it definitely was out, but it was real close, couple inches.
Oh, nice up from Mikolova off the slide. Alexikou. Vandenberg got it up. Alexikou again has to tip it. Oh, almost a good save from the Golden Eagles, but they couldn't get enough on it. 19-12, Alexikou gets her 12th kill. They're gonna keep feeding her, already at 31 attacks, matching Allie Barber.
And the crazy thing about Alexikou, she doesn't come off the floor. I don't know how she has enough energy to stay on the whole time. Barber comes off for at least 3 rotations, but Alexikou is there the entire time taking swings.
Yeah, I don't know how she has that energy, especially from last night.
Sanabia gets it up. DeMalo for Alexikou, tried to push it over. Marquette's gonna need to send a free ball. DeMalo for Alexikou, blocked. Alexikou's gonna get it back. Rose dove, but couldn't get to it in time. 19-13.
St. John's now on a 3-0 scoring run.
Don't count him out of this set yet.
St. John's has done a really nice job responding after Marquette had that 6-0 scoring run. St. John's with their own.
Wirch dug up by Mikolova. Alexikou blocked.
Out. That one was touched. And Marquette's gonna take a timeout. Up 19-14 in the third set.
That one took a turn.
Definitely did. I thought Marquette had all that energy, and then St. John's is now on a 4-0 scoring run, but both teams are up to 7 blocks, so Golden Eagle has really done a great job on the defensive in this set.
Barber has 15 kills, leading the way in the match.
Alexikou now has 14 on her 36 total swings. Her arm's gonna fall off by the end of tonight.
I mean, she's putting it all out there. They're trying to stay alive and continue their season.
Legitimately, St. John's is playing for everything here. I mean, if they win this, their season continues. If they lose, then they're done. It's not, Marquette's not in that same situation. Of course, Marquette would love to win the Big East, but it's
it's not win or go home
Exactly.
for Marquette.
Exactly. Marquette's looking to do it for the first time in the Ryan Tice era, and I mean it is at their home court, and so they have that home court advantage. But I think the big thing is that St. John's marched into this tournament being the underdogs, and they have played like it, and they have played really well and really against tough teams. You
have to wonder how different this would look if Marquette had Caitlin Lyons and Madeline Mosier in their rotation. It would be an even more potent Marquette lineup.
Exactly. I mean, Caitlin Lyons, before she went out October 2nd, was hitting a 2.57 kills per set. So she was a huge offensive boost for the Golden Eagles. And with her out, it has been really hard for the Golden Eagles to get that production.
Wirt's going to get a push, not touched by anybody.
Ryan Tice has not used a challenge yet. We're already in the third set.
Referee talking to Erica DeMalo, the setter. Not sure what was said, but Persico wasn't happy about something and asked her setter to go talk it out with the ref. Wirch off the block. Mikulova can't get there, 20-15. After the 5-0 scoring run, Marquette finally able to get a point. Golden Eagles 5 points away from making this a 2-1 match.
Golden Eagles fighting to stay alive in this match, and they're really showing it.
Konovatov sends one up, but way over. That one almost came to me.
There's no stopping Alexaku when she has that full swing.
That's now 15 kills. She has their last 4. Sanabia. Marquette has to send a free ball over. Alexaku gets a big swing, but Marquette's there. Alexaku's gonna get another swing. Konovatov gets it up. Rose for Wirtz. Tipped. 21-16. Martinez is gonna come on for Jones. Orff comes in the front row.
Oh, Borch nearing a double-double. She has 12 kills and 9 digs.
Oh, Martinez sends it long and wide.
Definitely not gonna help.
You can't come in as a serve specialist and get an immediate error.
Definitely not.
That's a tough look. 21-17.
It's the 8th Golden Eagles service error of this match, compared to just 3 from St. John's.
They had 0 in the first. Wirtz back row attack, blocked, but Mikulova couldn't get it. It was off the hands, not blocked, but off high hands. Barber and Speckman back on, trying to get these final 3 points and make it 2-1. Give MU a little bit of life. DeMalo for Rastelli. She went for high hands and used them. 22-18. As Rastelli gets 9 kills on the day. She's from Parma, Italy. Service error by Alexaku. 23-18, Vandenberg now serving. Marquette needs 2 more. Rastelli, right into the seam. Attack to the right spot on the floor. 23-19 as Rastelli gets into double digits with 10. Sheena Yoshioka serving. 5-5 DS. Orff pushes it right down the line. Set point.
Golden Eagles have had a lot of offensive success in this set, hitting at a point of 4.81 and 15 kills on 27 attacks with just 2 errors. So really done a nice job.
Mikolova took a swing, couldn't get it properly. Gets another one off Marquette blockers. Marquette's going for Barber. Marquette takes set 3. 25-19, the Golden Eagles make it 2-1. We're going to 4. St. John's took the first 2, 25-20 and 25-22. But Marquette takes the third, 25-19. Zoe, what'd you see out of Marquette there?
I mean, I think St. John's got a little too comfortable with that 2-0 lead, and they kind of let Marquette get out to that big lead. Marquette had that 19-10 lead, and I mean, they had that 7-4 lead early, and I think from then they just had all the momentum. They had the crowd, they were saying, all right, we could do this. We could get back into this match, and I think they did that. And I mean, hitting it at 500 is really impressive, especially just having those 2 errors compared to the first 2 sets. I think the Golden Eagles have stepped it up on both offense, defense, and I mean, they had 3 blocks in that last set as well. So really upped their blocking game, and I think that's really helped them late in that 3rd set to get that 3rd set win.
I think one of the really important parts of that set was Hope Wirch. At the service line, she was great. She was making some really big digs in the back row. Only accounted for 1 block, but she was a presence at the net, now up to 13 kills. And you can tell that she wants this.
She does. I mean, after the 2nd set, she only had 4 kills. So she had 9 kills in that last set. So really doing a nice job for Hope Wirch. She's been kind of that X factor for Marquette. I mean, you know you're going to get production from Allie Barber, but Hope Wirch coming out after not having a great first 2 sets and getting those 9 kills really helped the Golden Eagles.
She's now hitting 360. Marquette as a whole hitting 272. They were 500 in set 3. One person I think they, or not one person, but one position group that I guess they need to get rolling here is the middle blockers. Jones and Orff have combined for just 4 kills in 3 sets. Jones hitting -200. Orff has only taken 6 swings. And this game might come down to which middles have a bigger impact. And so far, it's been St. John's as they've combined, or as Cathariou has 4 total blocks. Palacios has 1. I guess Jones and Orff have also been presences at the net, but St. John's outside and opposite hitters have been a little bit stronger today than the Golden Eagles, so the middles need to step up for Marquette.
Yeah, I definitely think that's true, and I think, I mean, Marquette really just needs to continue that offensive success that you saw in that 3rd set, and I think if they get out to that strong lead, St. John's really struggled coming back in that last set, and that's why Marquette took that. They had that big lead, and then they just kept it, and I think that's the big thing, with getting out to a strong start and not letting St. John's back in.
Still a lot of volleyball left here at the Al McGuire Center. Marquette trying to force it to 5. St. John's wants to take it now. Marquette could have served first. It's Speckman, Wirch, Konovadoff, Barber, Orff, and Vandenberg. Jones will come in when Konovadoff goes to serve. Ooh, service error. Speckman thought that one was in. Marquette starts out down 1-0 thanks to an error of their own.
Definitely not what you want to see on that first point. Trying to start out with momentum, that's not going to give it to you.
Vandenberg, Speckman back to Vandenberg, off the hands of the blockers. St. John's corrals it. Alexikou blocked. And then Cathariou slams it down in front of Speckman.
You were saying the power of that middle blockers for St. John's, Dan. Cathariou now has 4 kills and 4 blocks, so she's been huge presence for the Red Storm today.
Speckman setting it up for Barber. It got blocked, but it went out of bounds. Barber now up to 17 kills, 33 total attacks. She's hitting .394. Wirch blocks it. Alexiou still got a swing off. Marquette thought that Alexiou was over, but Tice said, no, she wasn't. And St. John's goes up 3-1. Alexiou serving. Barber took a big swing, but it was off the blockers. Rastelli goes into the seam. 4-1. St. John's is up in the fourth set.
Stelly has 11 kills, and she's hitting in a .333. So the Red Storm trying to get some momentum back after that third set loss.
Wow, total miscommunication by St. John's. Orff gets the kill as Alexiou went down to her knees a little too early and couldn't reach the ball. Service error by Konovatov. Tried the low, fast serve, and it went long. 10 service errors for a typically strong Marquette serving group.
They've had a couple of those games, though, where they have gone 10 or 11 or 12 service errors in a match.
Oh, Barber. Yoshioka stood no chance. I think Marquette knows that when Yoshioka's coming in to serve, they're slamming it to where Yoshioka is.
Exactly. She just can't handle those hard swings. I mean, who can? It's Hallie Barber's.
Yeah. Sanabia's done a pretty nice job on some of Barber's.
Barber's done a nice job of kind of getting it away from Sanabia, knowing that she'll be good on that.
Rastelli gets blocked. DeMalo back for Rastelli. Hope works, solo block. Wow. Hope Wirch is just so fun to watch. 4 blocks for Jones now, and Wirch is up to 2. Nice dig from Sarah Rose. And that would have been 4 touches for St. John's, but they can't even get it over. 5-5. Marquette scoring run. Mikulova got a swing. Konovatov gets it up. Wirch gonna get a swing herself. Tries the roll shot. Rastelli gets blocked. Palacios gets it back in the air. That one goes off the pin. Marquette point. Marquette back in the lead, 6-5. Associate head coach Mario Trebet up giving some advice. Has been with the program since 2000. Long tenured coaching staff. Wirch again tried to go down the line. They thought that one was touched. I think Tice might challenge. No, he's not going to challenge it.
I think he looked at Sarah Rose and was like, nope.
He hasn't challenged yet today.
I know, that's surprising. He usually does by now.
Neither team has challenged, actually.
It's been a pretty clean game.
Wirch sends it off high hands.
I think you're starting to see that fatigue for St. John setting in.
You might be.
They're heading at exactly 0. They have 3 errors, 3 kills on 13 attempts.
Tiziana Bomrakova comes on for St. John's. Good luck saying that 3 times fast.
I definitely can't.
Mikolova got blocked and then got another swing, but Marquette gets it back up. Kuntz down the line. Ellie Kuntz. The lefty sent it to the back. 8-6. Ellie Kuntz, when she's firing, is a real weapon for the Golden Eagles. 6 kills for the 6'1" sophomore. Nice dig by Sarah Rose. Wirch, back row attack, goes out. Not a touch. Wirch kicking herself after that one. 8-7. Marquette is up. Jovanna Askovic coming on. DeMalo goes off.
Askovic seeing her first playing time today.
Yeah. She's a right side / outside hitter.
6'4", so she could be used for blocking as well. Has that tall presence there at the net.
Markova will now be their setter. Multiple miscommunications by both teams. Vandenberg gets a swing off the block. Sent that one off Askovic. 9-7. Marquette now in the Gwynn Jones, Elizabeth Orff in at the same time rotation. Not exactly the prettiest rotation for Marquette, but you have to when you got both middles in. Once Jones' number is called. Alexa Koo stuffed at the net.
Wow, what a block from Marquette. They now lead in blocks with 9.
St. John's timeout as Marquette goes up 10-7 thanks to the block by Elizabeth Orff and Ellie Kuntz. 10-7 in the 4th set. Marquette is down 2-1 here at the Al McGuire Center, but recently all the momentum has been going Marquette's way.
Yeah, they're holding St. John's to a negative hitting percentage now. St. John's has 4 errors on only 3 kills and 17 attempts. So really, I think that's the fatigue setting in from yesterday. Taking on a team like Creighton and beating them, and now coming in this match today and starting out strong, but now they're kind of fading a little bit. They haven't had the plethora of 5-set matches that Marquette has this season.
It's not always the easiest to play 2 teams in the top 25, especially when you're taking on the number 10 team in the country on Friday, followed by the number 12 team in the country on Saturday, on short rest after you just played the game of your life. That's why the conference tournament is so difficult, because you got to turn around immediately and play in the championship the next day if you get a win.
Exactly, and that's why Marquette is lucky they had that 2:30 spot too, because they were hosting. They said, okay, we're taking the 2:30, and so they had more time to rest. Just because the second match between Creighton and St. John's didn't even start till 5:30.
Yeah, that's the advantage of being able to host. The way the hosting works for the Big East, it's the leading team or the best team in the regular season from the year before. That's where it's hosted, and they don't do 2 years in a row. So that's why Marquette is this year. It should have been Creighton, but Creighton hosted last year. Service error by Gwynn Jones. Marquette thought it was a touch, but I don't know who would have touched it. Sanabia now going back to serve for the Johnnies. St. John's Red Storm from Queens, New York. Kuntz. It's put up by Markova. Kuntz gets the block. I don't even know who that was. What? I think it was Erica DeMalo.
I believe it was
who
a
got
setter dump.
Another setter dump. That was a different one than normal, because she was basically a blocker at that time. That wasn't even.
She didn't even have one in the 3rd set, so the Golden Eagles did a nice job of countering her on that.
Rose setting it up for Kuntz. Goes for high hands. Mikolova gets it. DeMalo for Cathariou. And St. John's evens it up at 10. 10 all here in the 4th set. Amanda Sanabia still at the service line. 3-0 St. John's scoring run. Golden Eagles trying to side out. This one set up for Vandenberg. Gets blocked at the net by DeMalo and Cathariu. Is Tice going to take a timeout?
I think he should soon. Or he'll sub in Barber and Speckman.
A little early for the substitution. Barber will take right back. Or I guess she'll be left back. I don't know.
Well, the Golden Eagles need the points or some momentum, and you're going to get that from Allie Barber.
Seems like St. John's finally figured out an answer for Ellie Kuntz, and Sanabia gets a service ace. 12-10, St. John's is up. 5-0 scoring run for the Red Storm, and Marquette needs a timeout.
I mean, on that last play, Hannah Vandenberg just let it go right past her, and she thought it was going to be out, but it went right in.
So St. John's leads 12-10 here at the Al McGuire Center in the 4th set. I'm Dan Aventon alongside Zoe Comerford at the Big East Tournament Championship. Marquette and St. John's fighting to be the Big East champion. Creighton has won the past 5 years. So we're finally going to have a new Big East champion this year. Creighton was the Big East regular season champion though, so it'll go back.
It'll be go back to Omaha next year.
Right.
Definitely not what the Golden Eagles want, because they have not beaten Creighton at Creighton since 2013.
Haven't beaten Creighton in general since 2017.
But it's interesting that the two teams that have beaten Creighton, obviously St. John's and Villanova, in the regular season, Marquette beat both of them twice.
Yeah. Creighton's just Marquette's kryptonite.
Oh, for sure.
Coach Kirsten Bernthal Booth just knows the Golden Eagles inside and out, it seems.
Her coaching staff and coaching staff of the year this year.
St. John's was last year's coaching staff of the year.
Yes,
Joanne
they were.
Persico and her staff.
Persico was also, in 2006, Big East Coach of the Year as well.
Wirch, Speckman, Vandenberg, off the hands of Sanabia.
Too powerful from Hannah Vandenberg.
Maybe all they needed was Speckman setting again.
Yeah, exactly. That did not look like a freshman kill right there.
Oh, Speckman, another service error. Her second of the set.
It's the Golden Eagles' 12th of the match. Dan,
that's 3 for Speckman on the day. Yikes. Trying to serve aggressively, and it's too much. Barber tried to push it, but Rostelli blocked it down. 14-11, St. John's.
You know, Dan, what's interesting, something you don't see the Golden Eagles leading a lot in is blocks, and they are right now. They have 9. Oh, well, I guess now they have 9
With that
all,
one, they're tied, yeah. Marquette gonna have to send a free ball over. Rostelli. It was a net violation anyway.
Especially on those free balls, I'm always like, the team, whoever gets that, really needs to capitalize on it.
Yeah, they do.
You got to clean up some sweat on the floor.
Just a little perspiration. (15-11), St. John's is up here in the 4th set. Trying to be the Big East champions for the first time since 2007. Rostelli got blocked.
That will help.
Oh. Tice needs a timeout again. 16-11, St. John's is up. 4-0 scoring run for the Red Storm. Marquette seems all out of sorts right now.
Yeah, it definitely looked at the beginning of the set that like the Golden Eagles could do it. I mean, they had that 10-7 lead, but that 5-0 scoring run to get St. John's at 12-10 really killed the Golden Eagles and kind of deflated their balloon they were riding on there. I think they had all the momentum, and then it just stopped after St. John's went on that 5-0 scoring run. And I mean, they really need to recover from it. I mean, both teams aren't hitting great, but and both teams have 4 errors, so I think it's going to be the team that has the best defense in this match.
Yeah, Marquette has just, it hasn't even been overt errors that they're making, but
miscommunications.
yeah. St. John's has just been playing pretty well. The 2 service errors definitely don't help from Speckman.
Definitely not. You can't give St. John's those free points when they are on those 4-0 scoring runs.
DeMalo still serving.
I thought you started to see a glimpse of St. John's getting very, very tired at the beginning of the set, but they've kind of clawed their way back in and said, okay, we got to stay in it.
Timeout's finally over.
That was a long one.
Yeah, both teams were on the court already for about 25 seconds.
DeMalo serving. Low serve.
Vandenberg pushes it over. Pancake by Sanabia. Free ball. Barber just, whoa.
Ouch. You can hear that one too, coming off her arm. Wow. Allie Barber.
There was just a thud when that one hit Amanda Sanabia's shoulder and careened into the fans.
It's got to give Marquette some momentum here.
You would hope. Alexikou got blocked, but Orff wasn't close enough to the net. And it goes down on Marquette's side. Shesso comes on for Vandenberg. A little bit of defensive help.
You've got to think that Efrosini Alexicou's getting tired. She's already taken 46 swings today. And she's serving too.
Wirch. It's dug up by Sanabia. I don't know how she got a hold of that one. Nikolova gets it over. Speckman for Barber. Off high hands and in. 17-13.
Nikolova just couldn't get to it.
It was because Sanabia sent it up so high. And then Alexikou had to do the same, and it just wasn't in a good spot for Mikolova. Rastelli off the block. 18-13. St. John's is 7 points away from a Big East championship. But
Oh, what a kill from Rastelli as well. That had so much power off the block.
14 kills for Raquel Rastelli. Barber goes after Yoshioka again. And they get the point, 18-14.
Well, why not go after
Yeah,
Yoshioka?
right.
She's not getting them.
18-14. Rose and Kuntz come on. This is going to be an important couple plays for Marquette. And they need Rose to stay at the service line. Short serve. Mikolova gets a swing. Oh, Shesso couldn't get to it. Almost was on it, but
She almost got a hand under it, but went a little too far.
Mikolova gets the kill, 19-14. This one quickly getting away from Marquette. Rose for Jones. Rastelli from the back. Konovatov gets it up. This one for Wirch. Big up from Mikolova. Mikolova gets blocked. And then Kuntz puts it up. Tice is going to challenge something.
Maybe that someone was too close to the net.
Yeah, net violation is what he's challenging.
That would.
Hey, why not use him?
Yeah, I know. Why not use him? He hasn't used one yet today, so this makes sense. And I mean, this would give Marquette some momentum, I think, because if this would get overturned, St. John's would not be 5 points away, but 6 instead. Golden Eagles hitting at a 250, and I mean, St. John's is hitting at a 259, so not much better in this set, but I think it's been just the defensive presence from St. John's that has just been really, really good.
If the point stands, it'll be 20-14 St. John's. If it's overturned, it'll be 19-15. Oh, it's stressful in here, Zoe.
It is stressful. You can feel the stress from everybody emanating throughout the crowd.
Both teams, a lot on the line.
Yeah, I mean, both teams haven't, and we've mentioned this earlier, but both teams haven't won a Big East tournament for quite some time.
Oh, point's overturned. It goes to Marquette. The referee forgot who challenged it.
Persico's mad.
3 St. John's players are over there at the ref, at the down judge. The entire St. John's team is now over there.
All right, well, that definitely gives Marquette some momentum there. They're now serving, and St. John's is just mad.
Oh.
It's got to be frustrating for them. Couldn't imagine.
19-15.
4 points.
That was a confusing series of plays. Hey, the officials are humans too.
That's true, they make mistakes sometimes. They did in that Creighton match here at the Alma Bar Center. They gave Creighton the set, even though it was Marquette's point.
All right, 19-15. Hope Wirch back to serve. It's Wirch, Konovadoff, Rose, Vandenberg, Kuntz, and Jones for Marquette. Wirtz serving. DeMalo tried to do the behind her back thing again. Kuntz tries to put it into the middle, but it's blocked. Then Mikulova gets blocked by Marquette. And then she's able to find the middle of the floor, 20-15. St. John's is up.
So that overturned challenge didn't really take their momentum. She still found the floor on that one.
Service error.
I was just gonna say, a service error seemed like it was gonna be coming, but I didn't want to jinx it. Golden Eagles within 4 points again.
Low serve from Jones. Alexikou got it picked up. Kuntz with the attack. And then Alexikou goes after high hands, 21-16. The Johnnies 4 points away from being Big East champions. Marquette trying to force it to 5. Service error is going to help. Speckman and Barber are back on. Coach Megan Keck trying to get them fired up.
I mean, you gotta, after a service error from the opponents, you have the momentum now. You're serving, you need to stay in this match.
Oh, man.
Is that the 4th?
That's her 3rd in this set.
Wow.
Her 4th overall. 22-17. Marquette needs to rattle off some points. Every point that you give up now is dangerous territory.
Every point matters here.
Speckman for Barber off high hands. Mikulova gets to it. Alexikou. It's dug up by Wirch. Barber out of system. DeMalo still gets there. Snabia for Rostelli. Wirch gets the up. Barber again. It got blocked. Alexikou now. Wirch puts one up. Barber's gonna get another swing. It's put up and sent to us.
Huge kill from Allie Barber there.
Big rally. Allie Barber took 4 swings, 22-18. Vandenberg serving.
Barber's at 22 kills on the afternoon.
Alexikou.
Wow.
Brings down the hammer, 23-18 in set 4.
She wants it. Wow. That was just so much power on that one. She's taken 51 swings today.
Wow. I don't know how she has the arm strength. Speckman for Wirch. Off the block, 23-19.
Golden Eagles not letting it get to match point here.
And hey, if you're Marquette, this is the rotation that you want.
Barber, Speckman.
Rostelli in.
Tice is definitely challenging this.
I don't know what he's officially going to challenge. He's going to challenge whether it was in or out.
I don't know.
Nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. I mean, if you overturn it, you have you're 1 point closer to them. You're within 3.
Yep.
If not, it's match point. It's a lot of pressure both ways.
So if it stands 24-19, if it's reversed 23-20, looks like it's a pretty clear call since the referee's already headed back. Yep, awarded to St. John's. It is match point. Marquette, their backs against the wall.
Can they rally off these 4 points? 5 points.
That'll be quite a feat.
Got to take 1 point at a time.
Barber gets it in.
I mean, that definitely helps.
Rose and Kuntz coming in. 24-20. St. John's on the verge of a Big East championship. Rostelli is dug up. Wirch with the attack. It goes wide.
St. John's.
Oh, net violation.
Wow, they were already celebrating over there. Uh-oh. Wow, that was an interesting play.
Coach Persico threw her clipboard into the air.
Wow, okay, well, that changes a lot of things.
The Creighton's fan section over there.
They're enjoying this a lot.
Laughing.
Just when St. John's thinks they have it. Net violation.
St. John's takes a timeout. Well, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
So it's not over. It's 24-21.
It's been an exciting 4th set.
Yeah, that's to say the least.
Golden Eagles have already fought off 2 or 3.
Well, that was insane. Match, and then Tice challenged it. Point came back.
Marquette won the set.
Marquette, no, they didn't win the set.
Didn't
they
they?
won the point,
They won the
and then
point?
they won the set
And then they
later.
won the point.
But Creighton had already stormed the court and been like, "Oh, we won."
And then they
And
didn't.
And
I remember that.
But then the ref said that the point was to Creighton, and
But
then
it wasn't.
reversed herself and said, "Nope, Marquette."
That's right. That was a very weird
Everyone was like, "What is
sequence.
going on?"
Creighton's probably like thinking over there, oh, this happened to us.
Yeah. Marquette needs 3 more points to be at least somewhere safe.
The one thing they can't have is unforced errors. That would be an awful way to end this match.
Imagine if it ends on a service error right here.
I know, I didn't want to say it to jinx it, but that's what I was thinking. They've just got to stay strong, take 1 point at a time, and
Coach Persico is going to challenge it.
interesting.
He's going to challenge whether or not it was
Coach Tice is smiling over here. So the ruling was a net violation.
Yeah.
So it was Marquette's point, but she's challenging, saying, so this would be a huge win. Yeah, because if she wins this, then St. John's wins the match. So Dan, what did you see on that? Do you think it was? I couldn't tell.
Didn't see anything. I was following the ball as it was going out of bounds. I didn't see whether Damala was in the net or not. I seldom notice a lot of those net violations. Point is still to Marquette. So yeah, I did see Damala was in the net. I definitely saw that.
I definitely saw that.
I was watching her the entire way. Sarah Rose still serving. Now, St. John's is the Big East champion.
For the first time in 12 years, since 2007, St. John's has taken the Big East title.
Klara Mikolova with the match-winning kill, and St. John's has punched their ticket to the NCAA tournament.
Wow, that's got to be deflating for Marquette on their home court. They come into this tournament thinking this is the year, this is the year. But St. John just came out of nowhere in that dark horse into 4th seed to win the Big East tournament. That's insane.
So the Big East will be a locks, but will either Marquette or Creighton host?
That's the question after losing to an unranked St. John's team. That's the question. I don't know. What do you think, Dan? I'm actually interested to see what you think about that.
No, I don't think
either one.
I don't think either of them host.
I agree. I don't think
St. John's and RPI was something like 70th, and I don't think that's a good enough loss to warrant not falling 5 or 6 spots. Maybe Creighton stays in?
I think since Creighton was 10, I mean, well, it's 16, so they may drop out. And then Marquette is at 12, and I don't know, that's a tough one. That's a very tough one.
I guess we'll find out tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah, the selection show. I mean, the Golden Eagles are at 27, now in 5. So they were if they would have won this, they would have tied their 28 win season from last year. But, wow, that's going to be deflating for Marquette on their home court. But I think St. John's has just come out of nowhere and just amazing job.
I told everyone this is a team that Marquette did not want to see after their performance yesterday.
And they showed why.
This St. John's team takes down the number 10 team in the country and the number 12 team in back-to-back days.
In less than 24 hours, that's pretty significant for St. John's.
And they punch their ticket to the NCAAs.
Got to be riding a high right now.
The Johnny's out there crying on the court out of joy. Great scene for St. John's, and for Marquette, they take the loss.
You know, Dan, the last time that St. John's won the tournament, they had a program best 33-4 record, and they appeared in the Sweet 16. So the way they're going now, they've been playing very tough against some really hard teams in Marquette and Creighton. So St. John's is a team to watch out for, I think, in the NCAA tournament.
Well, we'll see if Marquette's going to host.
Well, yes, we will tomorrow.
Keep it locked. I will be tweeting about it at Dan Abington. Zoe will probably be tweeting about it at Zoe_Comerford. And at MUWire Sports, we'll also have tweets regarding Marquette's seeding and whether or not they're hosting and where they're headed. And we will have coverage of the NCAA tournament regardless of where they end up. We will have more, obviously, if they're here or in the area, but guaranteed we will have some kind of coverage of the NCAAs, at least the round of 64 and 32, considering Marquette is almost a lock to make it. But Zoe, any final thoughts before we wrap this one up?
You know, I think the one big takeaway for me is St. John's and how much they fought for this Big East title. I mean, they had to fight through number 10 Creighton yesterday. They swept them, and they proved why they are such a good team by taking Marquette down at their home court in 4 sets. So credit to St. John's for a really great season and finishing it out with 7 of their last 8 wins.
So the Marquette Golden Eagles suffer a 4-set loss against the St. John's Red Storm in the Big East Championship. The St. John's Red Storm are the Big East champions for the first time since 2007. I want to thank everyone out there for tuning into our broadcasts all throughout the volleyball season. Hopefully we'll have some more in the NCAAs this week. But for my partner, Zoe Comerford, I'm Dan Edmonton. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great night.